Stagecoach etiquette. Absence from liquor is requested, but if you drink, share the bottle. To do otherwise makes you appear selfish and unneighborly. Buffalo robes are provided for your comfort in colder weather. Hogging robes will not be tolerated, and the offender will be made to ride with the driver. Don't snore loudly while sleeping, or use your fellow passenger's shoulder for a pillow. He or she may not understand, and friction may result. In the event of runaway horses, remain calm. Leaping from the coach in panic will leave you injured, at the mercy of elements, hostile Indians, and hungry coyotes. Gents guilty of unshivery behavior towards lady passengers will be put off the stage. It's a long walk back. A word to the wise is sufficient.
Coaches will be overloaded. It will be rain. The dust will drive. The baggage will be left to the storm. Passengers will get sick. Children will cry. Passengers will get angry. Drivers will swear. The sensitive will shriek. Rations will be given out. And the dirt almost always unbearable. Stagecoach travel was uncomfortable and slow. The average speed of a stagecoach on a relatively smooth dirt road was 5 to 7 miles per hour. Speeds were much slower on roads with deep ruts, standing mud, and other road hazards. Men were advised to wear clothes suitable for work because if the stagecoach got stuck in the mud or snow, they were expected to help push it out. There are little protection from the elements in a coach. Depending on the season and the weather, heat, cold, rain, dust, and insects inside of the cabin were to be expected. To keep warm in the winter, passengers wore buffalo coats or covered themselves with buffalo hides provided by the stage line. Setting aside the hardships, the one thing stagecoach travel did provide was beautiful scenery and adventure. Not everyone could manage a stagecoach. Drivers had to control 4 to 6 horses, galloping at perilous speeds over treacherous frontier roads, where any miscue could hurl a coach hundreds of feet down a steep canyon. Some drivers were swaggering, rough-spoken men, but in spite of these manners, nearly all of them were courteous, personable, and willing to recall their many exciting experiences. At the beginning of the Civil War, military strength in the West declined, and often it was impossible to safeguard stages carrying United States mail along the Oregon-California Mormon Trail. Early in 1862, stagecoach king Ben Holiday acquired the transcontinental stage business and the United States Mail Subsidy Contract. He named the new company the Overland Stage Line and soon abandoned the Central Trail. Holiday determined that a route further south was better because it would be safer, shorter, and closer to Denver. The new route established by trappers and explorers became known as the Overland Trail. The Overland split off from the older Oregon Trail near North Platte, Nebraska. From that point, coaches paralleled the South Platte, rolling west through Colorado before turning north to begin a steep and rocky climb into southern Wyoming. The trail flanked the Medicine Bow Range before turning westward again. After crossing plains, rivers, and streams, winding through mountain passes, the trail entered the Green River Basin. Traffic through the valley followed Bitter Creek to its confluence with the Green River. It then branched north to join the Oregon Trail near the junction of the Black Fork and Hams Fork River. From there, the trail continued west and south towards Salt Lake City and eventually Placerville, California. The short but exciting period of the Overland Trail transportation lasted for 7 years until 1869 when the Union Pacific Railroad replaced the transcontinental overland stage as the major east-west transportation system. Nevertheless, immigrants and settlers continued to use the trail until after the turn of the century.